There's plenty of fallout still coming from the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. As Red Bull scored a 1-2 finish, Ferrari were frustrated from start to finish, and everybody else in the middle of the pack, well, there were a lot of positive and negative moments for a number of the performers. Let's run down our complete stats, facts and figures here at GP Fans of everything that took place last weekend. For the first time since Malaysia in 2016, Red Bull enjoyed a 1-2 finish. It was only the second time in the hybrid era of Formula 1 that the team has achieved this. Verstappen's victory also means he has won each time he has made the checkered flag this year, taking 2 Grand Prix wins and Saturday's sprint finish as well in the weekend just gone. It was also the first time Red Bull scored a double points finish at Imola. A Grand Slam in F1 is a hallowed achievement, with a driver having to secure pole position and take victory by leading every lap of the race, whilst achieving the fastest lap of the race on a Sunday. Whilst Verstappen's Grand Slam in Imola is special enough, for the first time in F1 history, the Dutchman achieved the feat whilst securing pole twice in one weekend, of course with the sprint session as well on Saturday. With Leclerc completing a Grand Slam in Australia, it is the first time in F1 that 2 consecutive Grand Slams have been achieved by a different driver and constructor. George Russell may be failing to challenge for victories with the struggling Mercedes W13, but his 4th place finish ensures he remains the only driver to have finished in the top 5 at each race this year. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton failed to score when finishing a race for Mercedes for only the 3rd time since his 2013 switch from McLaren. The 7-time champion has also failed to reach the podium in 3 consecutive races for the first time since the end of that season. With Mercedes failing to reach Q3 in Friday's qualifying, it was the first time no silver arrows fought in the final stage of qualifying since Japan 2012. So aside from Russell, some pretty bad news for Mercedes from last weekend. Lewis Hamilton was lapped by Max Verstappen, having endured a torrid event on Sunday, stuck in a DRS train for most of the race. It was the first time he finished a lap behind the Dutchman since the Mexican Grand Prix in 2017. Kevin Magnussen's stellar qualifying lap for 4th on Friday handed Haas its best ever qualifying effort in Formula 1. Welcome back, Kevin Magnussen. It's been a fine start to the season indeed. Qualifying at Imola was heavily disrupted by red flags in wet conditions, with Alex Albon, Carlos Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, Valtteri Bottas and Lando Norris all triggering stoppages. A new record for red flags was set, surpassing the Hungarian Grand Prix qualifying in 2016 and the Azerbaijani qualifying last year. Despite a poor qualifying, Yuki Tsunoda fought back for the Faenza-based AlphaTauri to finish 7th on Sunday. With teammate Pierre Gasly finishing 12th, both cars finished in exactly the same positions as they did at Imola last season, albeit with the 2 drivers' positions swapped around. With Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll both scoring points, Aston Martin finally got their season underway. It means, for the first time since 2018, all teams have scored points in the first 4 races of a season. That's right, Formula 1's regulation changes have given us competitive racing all the way up and down the pit lane. So that's everything you need to know from the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Is there anything we left out? I don't think so, but if you can tell us anything we have, let us know in the comments section below. And of course, stick with us for the whole of the season here at GP Fans.